Hi little pickles, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a contour look. So one side I'm going to do powder and the other side I'm going to do cream, and I'll show you the difference between the two. I'm not claiming to be any kind of contour expert because I still have a lot to learn about contouring. It's not something I do on a day-to-day basis, but if I'm going on a big night out or have like a full glam look, I do definitely like to do some contouring. I mean, I normally prefer a powder contour to a cream contour, just my preference. Oh, just don't know where you've come from, mate. Tuck you back in there. So yeah, so let's just crack on with the video and get contouring. So I've already done my lips, my eyes and my foundation. I have no powder on, no highlight on, no blusher, bronzer, anything else on. So literally just my primer and my foundation. I've done my eyes and my lips. I think I'm going to do the cream contour first. And the first product I'm going to use is the Maybelline Master Contour Stick, and this is in the shade Light. And I'm just going to take the darker side, so there's two sides to this, a darker and a light. So from the ear coming down towards the corner of the lip is your kind of imaginary line that you want to kind of keep an eye on. So from the top of the ear coming down, basically along where your cheekbone is, but ever so slightly higher. So you don't want to pop it too low down, as in like if you go like this, exactly where that hollow is, you want to do it ever so slightly higher. Now this is a really nice colour for lighter skin tones because it's a cool undertone. A lot of contours I find are really orange and it just does nothing for me whatsoever. So this is a really nice colour, and I mean it is quite dark when you pop it on like this, but once it's blended out it blends out really softly, so this is a really good one. I'm just going to do a tiny little bit around here, just a little bit around the hairline, and just slightly down towards the eyebrow. And I think today actually what I'm going to do is do my nose with the cream. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit actually just so you can see. So on the nose I'm just going to follow from the eyebrow all the way down along the edge of the nose, but slightly going into the centre of the nose because obviously you want to try and keep that line as straight as possible. Now I've got a little wonk here in my nose, so I'm just going to fill that in. If you can see, it's just a little bit thicker there, and coming down slightly like that around the, I don't know what that's called. What is that called? I don't know, the little puffy bit of your nose. And going down just like that, slightly across the bridge of the nose, just ever so slightly. With the lighter side, I'm just going to do here, I've got a more precision concealer that I want to use for the centre of my nose that is a bit lighter. So just here, underneath the highlight, we're going to do a lighter stripe, and again above the highlight, then 3 little lines just like that on the forehead. Then with my NYX Incredible Waterproof Concealer, this is in the shade Porcelain, I'm going to draw down the centre of the nose, just like that. Now we may look a bit crazy now, but when we blend in it's going to be beautiful. So to blend in I like to use a damp beauty sponge, and today I'm going to be using the Eco Tools beauty sponge. This is the larger face one. Now with the more precise end, the like kind of chiselled end, I'm going to do the dark contour and just blend that in around the edges of the nose, keeping basically where you've put it and just blending it into that foundation. Then with the rounded end I'm going to go over the light colour, the highlight. Oh, I forgot about this bit. Can't be going out with brown stripes on our face. As you can see, that just gives the nose and the cheeks just a more kind of chiselled look. So there we have the cream side. So quite a dewy finish, quite a lightweight finish, really easy to blend in this product, the Maybelline Master Contour Stick. On the other side we are going to do powder. I love my trusty Sleek Makeup. This is the Base Duo Kit in Hot Chocolate. And with the powder shade, which is this shade just here, quite often I find that contour powders are really, really orange, again as the same as the cream contours. This one I find, even though it is a really dark set, the powder has quite a cool undertone. Even though it is quite orange, it's not like a bronzy kind of orange. It's kind of like a subtle orange. And when you put it on, it's quite lightweight. It doesn't look solid orange. You'll see what I mean when I pop it on. It's one of my favourites. So I'm just going to take my Duo Fibre Face Brush by Real Techniques, go into that powder, and just pop that in really the same places where you put the cream contour. Now also with a contour, you can do under your chin. I mean, I don't normally do under my chin, but for the sake of the video, we can try it, we can do it. So normally you just go underneath the chin, underneath the jawline, going up towards the ear, and this just kind of like chisels the jaw, I guess. So yeah, it looks quite nice. Makes it look a little bit more chiselled. I quite like it actually. The hairline, going down towards the tip of the eyebrow. On the chin, I like to do just a little bit underneath my lips. This just kind of pushes that bit underneath your lips back and pushes your lips forward. Then after I've done that, I like to use a different bronzer, and this is the Makeup Revolution Bronze Palette. Oh, this is just called Bronze Palette. Shade just here. This one is just ever so slightly more bronzed, and I just like to add that just at the top just to give it a bit more depth. As you can see, it just kind of gives it a bit more of a bronzy effect. Then for the highlight section, I'm going to use a white powder to begin with, and this, well, this is a translucent powder, but you'll see what I mean in a minute when we pop it on. It just kind of makes the contour pop. So this is the Vichy Derma Blend. With the concealer sponge from Eco Tools, I'm just going to pop into that powder with the slanted edge, and I'm going to pop that underneath that contour. I'm going to pop some over the cheek here just to lighten this area, and a little bit on the centre of the forehead. And I'm just going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to brush that off with a face brush. I'm just going to use the Pantone Universe. This is just the blusher brush, and I'm just going to brush that off. What I like to do is just take a blusher brush, just buff slightly from the inside out, just like that, just so this part of the face isn't too defined. Now, as you can see, the powder kind of looks a bit more defined than the cream side, but I always find the cream contours a lot more difficult to work with, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm so used to doing foundation, powder, and then just popping a bit of contour on. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly lightly powder my whole face, and I'm just going to use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in Ivory. And just so I don't ruin any of the contour that I've done, I'm just going to use a big old kabuki brush, swirl that in, and just tap along the centre of my face, lightly on the outside, just to take off any extra shine. You can really see the difference between the powder side and the cream side. I quite like both actually. Now that I've done this cream one like this, I actually really like it. I think it looks really subtle and quite daytimey. I don't know though, I still quite like the harshness just up by the ear of this. I don't know why, it's just, I just like it. I'm just going to pop on a bit of blusher. Then I'm just going to pop some extra highlighter on, because you can never have too much highlight. And today I'm just going to use the e.l.f. shimmer, and this is just in gold, over the parts of my face that would naturally catch the light. I'm going to put a bit here, make those collarbones pop. Hey little pickles, well that is it for today. Let me know which side you guys prefer. I don't know, it's quite a tricky one, isn't it? I can't decide, so you're going to have to let me know. Hopefully I've been a bit helpful. But if you like that video, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if that's what you want to do. And I'll see you on the next video. Love ya.